guys. So before we get into today's episode, I want to take time out to give credit where credit is due. I want to give props to the program that helped me get where I am today. There would not be a tech job Tina here talking to you about how she went from being an SDR to an AE in 8 months without this program. That program is Course Careers. It's a self-paced, affordable course that you can take to help you get into an entry-level tech role. Now, I took tech sales and I never looked back. But hey, maybe tech sales is not for you. That's okay. They got other entry-level tech roles that you can choose from, all at a very affordable price. And I'll even help you make it even more affordable by giving you my discount code link so you can take an additional $50 off of any course that they offer. And they also have payment plans available. So for those of you on the fence looking for a way to break into tech, I am a walking, breathing testimony that it works. So get off that fence and go get your tech job. Peace. What's going on, guys? It's your girl, Tech Job Tina, signing in for another episode. Today's episode, I want to give you guys a little bit of a recap on what is going on in my AE life. Haven't done a recap in a while, so I figured it was time. Okay. But I got to tell you, the reason why I haven't done one is like once you get settled into your role, your day to day is like boring as hell. There's really nothing to report, right? So I think the most interesting part of my journey was the whole first year. My story that I shared with you guys when I was trying to break in and what it was like being an SDR. I think that's where most of the meat of my story lies, right? At least for right now at this phase of my journey, right? So for those of you that are new to the channel and you're trying to break into tech sales, into an SDR role, I encourage you to go back and watch those early videos because I do document a lot of my journey on this channel. So fast forward to today, man, nothing's really changed. I'm still at the same company. I'm still an account executive. Being an account executive is no walk in the park, right? I hear some people say, oh, well, being an SDR is way harder than being an account executive. And then you have some people that say being an account executive is way harder than being an SDR and blah, blah. But for me, I'll tell you my personal opinion. For me, being an SDR was way easier than being an account executive. This whole closing piece, man, you're trying to get that prospect to actually close on the deal. It's definitely a totally different skill set. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. So this job takes a lot of skill and it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of grit to get in here and actually do this on the day to day, especially when every day is gonna be a roller coaster of extreme highs and extreme lows. I'll tell you that right now. So you definitely got to be somebody that is able to weather that storm. And if any account executive tries to make it seem like this role is easy, he or she is full of shit because it's not, right? So definitely wanted to put that out there for you. But yeah, like I said, man, there's nothing really to report. One cool thing that I did get to do last week, we got a new SDR. And no, I'm not an SDR anymore, but we got a new SDR and he reached out to me for like a role play session. You know, someone within the company told him it would be a good idea for him to reach out to me and maybe I'd be willing to do some role plays with him and give him some tips and advice on what he could do to be a good SDR. So he reached out to me and I had the pleasure of sitting with him twice. Now, one thing about me is I love educating people, training people, like helping people be great. I love, love, love doing that. In fact, if I could land a role where all I did was do that and I got paid like a great salary for it, I'd be like a bug in a rug, right? That would be right up my alley because I do enjoy that. So when he reached out to me, I didn't even pause. I was like, hey, say less. I got you, right? So we sat together twice, did a 30-minute role play in 1 week. And then the following week, he reached out to me again and we scheduled another 30-minute role play that actually ended up being like an hour and a half role play, right? Us just talking and I'm listening to his call tracks. He's trying to practice and he's listening to me and we're just kind of talking or whatnot. So it was pretty awesome, man. I think it's going to do really well. And it's funny because he's actually in the exact spot that I was in just a year ago. So a lot of the things that he was concerned about, I totally get it because when I first started, they were my same concerns as well, right? You're worried, okay, am I going to be able to get this? Am I going to be able to do that? It just seems like so much, you know? So that's kind of what he's going through right now. And I definitely understand that because I was there only a year ago, right? So I think it's going to do well. That was a lot of fun for me. So yeah, just because I'm an AE now doesn't mean I don't still, want to help my SDR peeps. I'm still down for it. So that was probably the highlight of my last week. I love doing that type of stuff. But other than that, man, I just been plugging along. I will admit this though, I am tired as hell. Your girl has been burning the candle at both ends, just juggling a lot of different things. And I'm about to take some time off. It is some much needed time off because I am tired. And in full transparency, I burnt out in May. I have been operating in burnout status since May, but I told myself, Tina, you got to hang in there. You're about to take some time off. Just hang in there a little bit longer and you'll be able to exhale. But I am tired as hell, and Tech Job Tina is burnt out. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that right now. I told you guys I was gonna keep it a buck with you, right? So keeping it a buck with you is letting you know I'm tired as hell. Other than that, man, hey, Tech Job Tina's world is hadn't really changed too much. So nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. All right. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to put that out there for you guys. I'm about to uh spend the rest of the weekend making a lot of content so I can push out some content, and that way when I go on vacation I'm not thinking about anything or anyone except for my family. But other than that, I will see you guys on the next episode. Tech Job Tina out. Peace and blessings. Bye.